sexual dreams, what they signifies, what they mean, and what they cause in the life of a human, in the life of a Christian. Let's forget about in the life of a human generally, because I usually get this cheesy ever since I decide to like stop this act of maybe premarital mating, masturbate, anything that has to do with sexual sin. Ever since I stopped doing that, oh, I always get attacked in the dream. I always met in the dream. Sometimes I have some people come to me telling me all that. One thing I want you to know is when you are under the captivity of the devil, he has no reason again to attack you because he believes you are already under his captivity. And when you are under the captivity of the devil, doing some of these things that brings about both spiritual setback, physical setback, he makes you to believe that what you are doing is right. Now, when you take the decision that enough is enough, I don't want to do this anymore, the devil will not easily let you go. He will stroke, he will strike, or what's the best language to use? He will fight back. Because the devil, and I'll also tell us the categories of sexual mating, that not all sexual mating are as a result of spiritual spouse and all that. I will tell us that so that you understand better. The devil uses that trick to divert your attention. You will be fighting a battle that is not. That's why you see some people keep fighting. Oh, every spiritual spouse, every spiritual wife, every spiritual children, back to sender, fire, fire. And this, when you say enough is enough, I am taking myself back from the captivity of the enemy. Please, you will not find it funny. The enemy will always attack. And let me tell you, their weapon of attack is sexual dream. Because sexual dream, some people will tell you, I've had persons tell me that it's nothing. Like say that kind of dream is nothing. It's normal. It's nothing. It's normal. Maybe I am wrong. Please correct me. See, some people will tell you, oh, it's because I have not been having a physical, you understand? Now, do you know that as an unmarried person, having it physical is another way of opening a channel for the enemy to come in? But let me tell you, it's a lie. Just like the devil has made some people believe that when you eat in your dream, it's because you are craving that food. Oh, when you awake, just go and buy that food if you can afford it and eat it. The funny thing is, some of it's nothing. Your glories are being stolen that moment. There is a spiritual transfer. There is a spiritual loophole that is going on in the spirit. If you allow that to keep going on in the name of it is nothing, in the name of it is mere dream, in the name of it is because I am craving my husband, I am craving my wife, I am craving my boyfriend or whatever, then I tell you, see, if you are the type that always experience this, take your time. You know, the problem is we don't take our time to observe something. It usually happens when something good is about to happen in your life. When that big breakthrough is about to happen, then it comes. Spiritual product, all these natural things to use. By the time, or maybe they buy it, by the time you start using it, just watch. Some people, sometimes, they will come and contaminate you in the dream. Do you know why? Because that thing you are about to use is going to help you. Yes, they have seen it. They know every move. The enemy knows every move you make, even before you make it sometimes. But I know that it is only what God permits the enemy to know. Not everything about your life, the enemies know about it. Go and write it down. But majorly every move you want to make, they already know. So before you go, by the time you even buy some product, if you're not spiritually inclined, immediately you buy it, it ends. Yes, I have had such scenario. She's the it where I kept it. My friend went to carry it, and then she will, they have their agent. Don't blame people that do that. I'm not saying they are out for you, no, but the enemy has to use someone. They say the rat that is chopping the food in the house is inside the house. Just forgive the way I'm joining it, but I want you to just understand what I'm trying to say. Now let's talk about the second type of sexual dreams that are demonic attack. Before we talk about how you can stop these things, let's be sincere and truthful to ourselves. Now, the second one is, this is where people keep getting it wrong. This is where people keep spending their money unnecessarily. Some people will come, cheesy. I have done, they say this spiritual wife. They say the spiritual husband. I have done spiritual settlement. I have spent, I even had one that says I've spent 600,000. Like, in my mind, I was like, 600,000 naira to pursue whatever it is called. I have lost count. Some people will tell you I have lost count of places I have been to, just to make sure that this sexual dreams or spiritual spouse is a thing of the past. But till date, it still persists. Hello? You cannot use the devil to pursue the devil. If you succeed, it may be for some time. It will just give you gap. It will just let you be for some time. But permanently, it's a lie. Now, before I come to that, do you know that another way the enemy contaminates you is not spiritual spouse? Now, there are monitoring spirits. Yes, sometimes we call them household enemy. Not literally household enemy, if you understand what I'm trying to say. Some people are being attacked when they have, because they are monitoring spirits. They monitor you. Oh, that job is coming. You keep fighting a battle that never ends. You keep praying every spiritual spouse. You keep going to do spiritual works. You keep going to buy products, spiritual products, to end the issue of spiritual spouse in your life. Meanwhile, it is not spiritual spouse. Yes, Mama, that monitoring spirit is very deep, very wide, and very real. Yes, I have observed it. Yes, they are very dangerous. They are more dangerous than spiritual spouse. You see, the devil is trickish. They are more dangerous than spiritual spouse. Yes, ask me why I say so. Now, spiritual spouse is not monitoring you. Yes, it may come sometimes to contaminate your blessing, to do all that. If you're suffering from spiritual spouse, sometimes in some aspect of your life, things will be working. But you see monitoring spirit that comes to attack you through sexual dream demonically, they are more dangerous than spiritual spouse, because those ones are monitoring every move. Like, they see you in the spirit, every move you're about to take. You are going for that interview the next morning. The next thing you see is that kind of dream. Wow. You are going for your visa interview. Everything has been. Because you don't know that not every mating is spiritual spouse, you will end up fighting a fruitless battle. Like, it will not be touching them. They hide under other let me use the word demons to attack, to operate. They don't come out physically they don't come out to show you that, okay, it is me. It is me. They use other person's faces to come to you. They use faces of people that are close to you, faces of people that you know, your spouse. Now, don't misquote me. There is something some of us don't understand. There is something some of us don't understand. Take, for example, as a man or woman that is married. Because if the whatever wants to attack attack that family, the fact that your wife is experiencing that does not mean, and because it is not a man that conceives, carry to term and all that. No, experiencing a spiritual attack of such demons that is monitoring spirit that is coming from the side of the man. If their intention is maybe for the to make the couples to have delay in conception, it is the woman they will attack. Meanwhile, she is not really the prime suspect. The attack may be coming from the husband's side. That is only if and only if it has to come do with conception. But if it has to do with personal blessings and all that, they attack their victims. If you understand what I'm trying to say. So I need you to open your eye now to know that there are two different type of sexual demonic attack. Not everyone is spiritual spouse. Mostly. Hey Jesus, what do I do now? On Jem, by this time I can't shout. Please, I'm sorry, it don't happen. Please let me sort this out. Hey Chineke, video. Where is this touch first and foremost? Should I on Jem? Nah. Enjoy. I wonder when we will stop experiencing all this kind of embarrassment in this country. I wonder when all this kind of embarrassment will end. Sorry for the interruption, abeg. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You are just narrating my experience with just dreams. Yes, dear. Now, how do we overcome such dreams? I said, let's be sincere. You may use some of these natural remedies. Yes, they work. But can I tell you something? You cannot use these things 24 hours of your life. When I tell people that one of the ways you can put an end to this evil occurrence is by prayer and fasting, they think you are just joking. While you use these natural things, see, when your body becomes fire for them, they cannot try you. But note, when you decide that I am going to fight this on my knees, expect more attacks. Expect more attacks. Anytime you decide that I am going to fight this on my nails, I am going to fight this with God. Sometimes when I dialogue with people and I tell them you need to pray, they say I have been praying. No, it's not that type of prayer. It's not that type of prayer. No. It is that type of prayer that you say, God, I am ready. Enough is enough. I cannot continue like this. And when you take that decision, the devil will so fight you back, because he knows. See, I tell people that when you are doing something, a woman shared something with me yesterday. She said, I notice that anytime I am praying seriously or using some spiritual products, there is this, thank God, she said, even when she prays, anytime she prays seriously, she buys my product from me. Yes, you understand? Thank God, she said anytime she pray. And she said she used to feel this, like her head is, there's a movement or whatever. See, the devil is trickish. You could be like this, nothing is happening to you. Things may not be working, maybe your health may not be perfect, this, that, and that, but you are okay. You don't get any attack. But the day you decide to start praying seriously, there is prayer, there is prayers. The day you start to pray seriously or start to use some of these natural things, they will so attack you that you will begin to ask yourself, why am I praying? Why is it that I'm praying and I'm being attacked? These are silent enemies dealing with your life. You don't know they are there. When you start doing something, they'll begin to manifest. And I tell people, when you are doing something and you are getting attacked, don't stop. Don't stop. It means your victory by the grace of God is at hand. Don't stop. If you are using something and it is not affecting the enemy, it is not affecting whatever it is, they will not attack you. Attacking you means that, who is disturbing our sleep? What is this one doing? Who is doing this thing? They will come out to know why. But these are silent enemies that have been destroying your destiny, destroying your life, destroying every blessing that comes to your way, unknown to you. You go to sleep, you sleep sound and snore from morning till night, They are able to perfect their operation. And when you wake up, you feel, I don't get any attack, I don't have any problem. But once you start praying or doing some of these things, you begin to see them pursuing you in your sleep. They will be pursuing you. They will be doing this, and you get scared. You get scared, like, why? Let me share a true experience with one of us. That was about 2 years ago when I started making my products. She bought all this spiritual cologne mixed. There is something she is experiencing. And while she was using this product, a brother walked up to her, a brother in their same church walked up to her, categorically asked her that she should stop using those things. They are evil. They are against God. They are against the will of God. This, that. When she told me her experience, there is something she's going through. So while she was using those things, to the glory of God, that thing stopped. There's a spiritual battle she's experiencing. That thing stopped. And apparently that battle is being done by someone. He didn't see the product in her hand. They only met wherever. He didn't see it. And I asked her one question. I said, let me ask you. You are using something, and something you have been battling for long. God has put a stop to it. And someone is walking up to you. Spiritual cologne. Yes, I mix it, I know. This normal spiritual cologne you all see around. And someone is walking up to you. It's against the will of God. Stop using it. This. While she was using it, the kind of battle she fought, what she saw before that spiritual whatever she's passing through had to stop. I told her one thing. I said, see, the choice is yours. But let me ask you one question. If God used something to stop something for you, and somebody is coming to tell you that because you're a Christian, it's against the will of God, a Christian, you should not use this, and this thing, you know that now person do you this thing, the way you have been experiencing for long, well, the decision is left for you. I cannot ask you to continue or to stop. Now, why am I telling you this? These are monitoring spirits. Yes, take it or leave it. They are monitoring spirits. If the sexual demonic attack you are having, sit down and ask yourself, where have I opened a loophole? If it is that of spiritual spouse, I keep telling us one thing: premarital mating, masturbate, all these little things. Science gave masturbate a name. What do they say? I'm not a science student. It helps your body, blah 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 blah, whatever. Like science is saying is fine, but I am telling you today that it opens room for demons to come in. You see, before you know it, you see yourself having it with different creatures. You see yourself having it with same. If you're a female, having it with female. If you're a man, having it with man, or man to man, or woman to, you understand? By the grace of God, if you take the decision to stop it, it will end. Stop selling your destiny. That thing you are, that you are having it with unseen demons. It is unseen demons. You are not seeing them. You think you are alone. Some say it is better than having a boyfriend and girlfriend. Dear sister or brother, it is in no way better. Yes, maybe you will say, oh, it will avoid having transmitted whatever or unwanted pregnancy and all that. That I may say yes. But if you talk about the spiritual aspect, they are the same thing. Soul ties, spiritual soul ties. In the case of physical mating, you are having a spiritual soul tie with the person if you're not married to the person. In the case of masturbate, whereby it is just you are having a spiritual soul tie with these demons. And what does that mean? You get married to them spiritually. Before you know, you say you are, because a spiritual wife, spiritual husband, and all that. Before you know it, they come. Yes, they come when they feel they need, they want to do it, and then they without taking permission. Without taking permission, they have their way because you have already given them the free license. I am not trying to discourage if that is what you believe. I'm not trying to tell you don't go to places you spend them. After all, some have gone there and the complaints are too much. Oh, I have gone to do water this thing. I have gone to do that. Gone to do that. Whatever you believe in. But I want to tell you one thing. Only in God Almighty. If you are a Christian, only in Jesus Christ. Only in denouncing the devil and his works, only in your prayer and fasting, only in using nature will you be able to overcome these demons permanently. Even if you don't use nature, prayer and fasting, we overcome only. There are some things, there are some battles, this one cannot be overcome except by prayer and fasting. That is one of them. You cannot overcome that except by serious spiritual empowerment. Let your spirit man be fire. When your spirit man is fire in the Lord, when they come, they cannot stand you. You become a taboo. You become a no-go area. You become a don't touch this one. No, this one, no, don't go there. That is the only way you can overcome these spiritual demons that came to steal from you. Some persons today are suffering from ailments without names. How did it start? The problem is we don't know when it starts. You may not even know because it's not like when you wake up immediately that morning. that morning, then you begin to have this. No. Because the enemy have come to deposit something in them at night through spiritual medicine, demonic medicine. Yes, you will go to the hospital, they will give it a name. That name is just to cover up. You just end up treating yourself, spending your money there, not knowing that it is spiritual deposits. They say when you try this one, I don't want us to take it into like biblical. Let's be physical and practical based on some of the things I have heard, based on some of you understand. Let's be physical and practical, because sometimes when we make there are some things you just need to be personal experience or physical, and you understand. When you have tried some of these other places where you have gone to spend thousands of naira and it still persists, why don't you try DIY? Do it yourself. Do it on your nails. There are lots of thousands of testimonies that have overcome this demon today only through their prayer and fasting. Go and ask them. At the mention of the name of Jesus, every knee shall bow. I don't know what you believe in. The reason why sometimes it seems that we are not getting our victory is because we give up easily. And mind you, when you take the decision that I want to do this with God and on my knees, please watch the people around you. They may be used as an instrument to distract you. They may be used as an instrument to make you fall. They may be used as it's not them. There's nothing wrong with them. Please don't misquote me. There is nothing wrong with them. It's not them. It could be true anger. It could be true words, true saying some things that pertains to that. You understand? Because maybe you have been saying such things, such foreign languages with them and all that. They will send people to distract you, to make you fall. And can I tell you something? Nowhere it is promised that immediately you start, you will get your victory that day immediately. No. Don't beat yourself too much when you start and then you fall back to it. Yes. It's not easy, because this is something that some persons, maybe they do it 3 times, 4 times a day, 3 times, 4 times. It's not going to be. You will fall. Don't beat yourself too much. Don't be angry at yourself. But be determined. Be determined that no matter demons, they will give you extra 7, making it 10. Probably if you are going there, maybe you still have a job or you can still eat or something. By the time you come back with something, it becomes a bigger problem. I noticed something. Yes. People find it difficult to do things for themselves. People find it difficult to do things for themselves. Like, I understand, it's fear. It's just the devil. I think it's fair. They want someone else to do it for them. That is why a lot of people today are still in some kind of bondage. You are waiting for someone to pray for you. I get to know this because some people will come to you. Chizzy, I've been watching your videos. I've been watching. That's if truly they watch, because some people will just use that as a phrase. I want you to tell me, what can I do about this and that? What can I do about this and that? This is the same time some people will come and tell you, oh, Chizzy, I watched this video, I practice it. And to the glory of God, God used it to do this for me. God used it to do for me. But someone else says he or she watches it. And you ask them, what have you practiced? Which one have you practiced? They will tell you none. You did not practice anyone. You have been watching it. And you are coming back to the person that has already done her part by uploading. coming back to her to tell her maybe to start explaining again. How is that possible? If 20 people come back to me every day and say and tell me that, won't I faint at the end of the day? Stop waiting for people to do something for you. Stop. Nobody will do anything for you except you. No one can pray for you or do anything for you except you. God has given us this thing. Come unto me. The door is open. Don't send somebody else to go to you before God. Don't. When you go before God yourself, you'll be able to tell him. We don't even need to tell him. He knows. But logically, you'll be able to tell him everything you cannot tell a fellow human being. But you are sending someone, you did not tell them those other things. So you are supposed to tell them everything, so that they will go to God for you, because you are sending them. But you cannot tell them everything. Enough is enough. Lord, I cannot serve you and still be experiencing this. Lord, I cannot be under you and the devil will still be tormenting me. Come to him freely. He is waiting. He is ready to listen to you. If you believe, trust me, this spiritual, sexual, demonic, whatever, will be a thing of the past. And everything the enemy has stolen from you, God will restore it in 100-fold. I am only giving you a tip of a secret of a truth. Only prayer and fasting, even if you are using some of these natural things. Only prayer and fasting. Combine them together. It works faster and it works faster and more effective and lasting. I wouldn't want to talk about so many because we will not live here. I learned from some of the things some of you share with me. I learned from it, and it's helped me to share with others so that we also don't make same mistakes. Believe me, what you say you will not want to do or you will not do, the devil will always put it in your mind. The devil will always put it in your mind. Go and do this. I understand. Allah maje kariya. May God not let us see problem. I understand. It's not like I don't understand. But sometimes at the end of the day, it doesn't work that way. When someone has been to more than 10 people, even to other states, just because of this meeting in the dream, you want to get married, it's not happening, you are meeting in the dream, and these and some, you hear this one will say, and at the end of the day, after all the money, time, risk to other states, it still persists. What does that tell you? When you try, they say if woman marry 2 husbands, please, it's just saying, I'm not asking you to go and marry 2 husbands. If woman marries 2 husbands, you go know the better one. Now that you have done it the other way around and you have not gotten solution, that problem still persists. Why don't we run to God and say, God, I am sorry, just like the prodigal son, I am sorry, I am back to you. Only you can do this. Have mercy on me now. And then take it up with God. Let's see what or who that demon is. Let's see whoever it is that is manipulating you spiritually, if their power is greater than that of God. There is never a time that the power of man or demon will be greater than that of God. Why is this gent sounding like this? I beg you. There is never a time the power of man or demons will be greater than that of God. Never, ever. That is what I want to share with us today. Please, I beg of you. I know some of you will be asking, what are the natural things or natural remedies we can use alongside with prayer? God willing, we will talk about that, but not today. There are a lot of natural things. If you can get this leaf they call, just get it down. We'll talk about it by the grace of God. This leaf they call nyanya. What's it called in English? Nyanya. Nyanya leaf. If you can get it. Thanks very much. Watching you live from Ghana. Thank you, my love. I appreciate you. Nyanya leaf. Hey, waiting that they call her for English. we'll make a video on that by the grace of God. If you can get that leaf and some other natural things, garlic, sea salt or salt, we talk about that. But please, the main point is, I want you to do it with God. I want you to do it on your nails while you use these natural things. You can also Google nyanya leaf to see what it looks like. Then get the English name. I will Google the English name before I make the video, and tell us how to use it. And the glory will be for God. There are so many natural things you can do with prayer to stop these demons of a thing by the grace of God. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you.